Hello, this is Ironhead 41. I want to do a video response to George Bush Pimps. He did a video today called National Defense. I think he filmed it last night or whenever. He has an excellent question. How come America does not have bunkers and forts and razor wire and all this stuff all over the place for our national defense? Okay, well, if we were in Iraq or we were in Israel or Iran or wherever, or even in South Korea or North Korea, and we were bordered by our enemies, I'm sure we would have all those things. We're bordered by two allies, and we have an ocean on both sides, so therefore none of that stuff is really needed. But as far as anti-aircraft missiles, I'm sure they're at all the military bases, probably at the National Reserves, or National Guard Reserve places. I mean, they're all over the place. You know that. I mean, there's probably a National Armory or a Guard Armory. One in, I think in North Carolina, there's almost one in every county or every other county in North Carolina. All right, so I threw some numbers together because a lot of folks have been saying, oh my gosh, what if China invades and Russia invades and all this stuff? And I'm thinking, well, let's see how many registered gun owners are there, and then compare it to the number of troops around the world. Depends on where you look. Some states say, some website says that there's 70 million registered gun owners, some says 90, some says 50, some says 60, just depends on where you look. And so I just sort of went in between the highest and lowest number, and I'm just going to say, because this is just an average number, there's 80 million registered gun owners. Now this don't include unregistered or, gun owners that, passed down grandma's shotgun, Uncle Bill's rifle or whatever, that's unregistered. Or, even black marketed in from Mexico or from Cuba or wherever it came from, Guatemala. Not including those weapons that you buy at the flea market, behind, in the back seat of somebody's truck or van or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, now these are the registered gun owners, 80 million. Texas blew my mind. Texas has 17 million by herself, with 68 million registered guns. Texas, I don't understand why y'all are not a country by yourself. I just can't wrap my mind around that. All right, now this is going to be hard to wrap your mind around how many guns is in America compared to troops. Here we go. Mexico has 259,000 active, 1.1 million capable. Which means they have the equipment, they have the clothes, the boots, everything, so they could recruit or draft another 800,000 and have them armed and ready to go in a moment's notice. Okay, compare that to 80 million registered gun owners. Every registered gun owner would still only need .01 bullet to defeat the Mexican military. Ain't that something? Texas alone would need .06 of a bullet. And this is just saying, one shot, one kill. All gun owners became one national militia, and we protected the country equally altogether. Okay, UN troops, 101,000 peacekeepers, armed peacekeepers. But that don't even register. We could stick Rhode Island on them. Rhode Island have at it, just be a walk in the park. You'll have the UN troops down in 10 minutes. Alright, Iran, 545,000 active, 12.6 million capable. That is a huge number. But still, compare that to the registered gun owners. Every gun owner still only needs .15 of a bullet to defeat Iran. Texas will need a little over half of a bullet. Which that means that Texas they could just sick half of their registered gun owners, and half of their registered gun owners against the Iran military, they would still only need one bullet. China, 225 million active, 750,000 in reserve. If they socked all that on us, American registered gun owners would need .03 of a bullet. Texas, .17 of a bullet. Russia, 1.1 million active, 1 million in reserve. America would still only need .02 of a bullet, .12 in Texas. If the Canadians, they don't even register. 7,000 active, 26,000 reserve. North Dakotians, go get them. North Dakota could probably just take over your country. But we love the Canadians. Alright, if our own military turned against us, 1.4 million active, 850,000 reserve. That's a pretty good number. American registered gun owners. And I even subtract this number from the 80 million. You come up with 0.27 of a bullet, a quarter of a bullet. So that means that we outgun our military 4 times. Ain't that something? And this is just registered firearms, not non-registered, not illegals, not, bought from the crack house. Texas will need a little over a bullet. Let's say something happens and we become a third world country. We go through the Weimar Republic, what they went through and all that. And now we got zombies and gangs running around. There's no rule of law. How many bullets would registered gun owners need to defeat our own zombies? Okay, I just threw a number out there. Almost half the nation, which I just said 40%, which is 84 million against registered gun owners. Would still only need 1.05 of a bullet, or one bullet, a little over a bullet. Texas would need 4.9 bullets, almost 5 bullets per gun owner, registered gun owner. If you added all of it together, Mexico troops, UN troops, Iran, China, Russia, Canada, our own military, and zombies all happened at the same time. Registered gun owners would still only need 1.53, 1.5 bullets to wipe all these out. Okay, Texas would need 7.15 bullets. I thought this was interesting, and of course this is don't mean that you only need 2 bullets. Of course it depends on your area, population around you, the crazies, whatever. It depends on where you're at. I'm gonna say if you're closer to the coast to where you get an invasion, or at the borders, all around the borders where you're closer to an invasion, yeah, you would need more bullets, to where as you go out into the center, you would need less and less and less and less. So around the edges, you would want 100 times this many bullets, and in the center, you probably don't even need a bullet at all, because there ain't a country on this earth that's going to invade us. That would be ridiculous, unless they empty us. That'd be the only way. These countries know better. We outarm the world 100 times, 300 times. We outarm the world. All right. Well, I thought I'd share that. That's it.